Hello, this is Brian Johnson with DomainParkingMoney.net, and it's February 1st, 2008. Man, I have been on a torrid pace over the last 4 months or so, really working on my portfolio and developing a lot of websites. The reason for the video today is I've been checking my stats quite a bit at park.com. And today I want to talk a little bit about further monetizing what you already own instead of spending time on your next new adventure or trying to come up with new domain names or whatever. I really want to talk about how you can take what you already have and spend just a small amount of time and further monetize your names to make more money. The reason I got started with this idea is I've been logging into park.com for a while now, and my revenue has continued to improve, and I've made a couple tweaks along the way, and it's been helpful. But I've been looking at this one domain in particular, and there's really not a template within the park.com system that really is on target for what I have. And I'm sure some of you have similar situations where you're parking a domain name and the template that is provided to you by your parking company isn't right on. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use a tool that is on one of my it's on my top tools list for developing websites, domain parking, any kind of a system or ebook or software package that I use a lot and really think is worthwhile. I've got on this list on my site, DomainParkingMoney.net. So you can access that site. You'll find this post with the text and everything. Anyway, so I've been logging into Park, and in this one domain in particular, I just checked the stats for January, and here's our breakdown, guys. 589 visitors for the month, 45 clicks, a click-through rate of about 7.64. Now, I failed to dig into the data as far as about how much I'm earning per click, but it's probably not a lot, maybe 5 or 10 cents. But my goal is going to be to improve my click-through rate by, let's say, 25 to 50%. I'm hoping to get above 10%. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to improve the images on the template to basically convey to my visitors that this site is truly about what they're after. Now, the domain I'm talking about is one I bought that was expired. It was a fan site to Celine Dion. It's got a lot of links on other fan sites, nice little icons with Celine Dion. So what I have right now at park.com is I've got one of their templates for concert goers, and it's actually got ticket stubs on the parked template. It looks nice and it's not bad. I went ahead and I made sure the keyword was set properly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this imaging tool that's on my list that I mentioned, domain parking tools, in my top 10 list. And I'm going to take this imaging tool, Header Wizard it's called, and I'm going to simply go in, I'm going to find some images that relate to Celine Dion, and I'm going to create my own template inside of Park, and I'm going to see how far I can push up my conversion ratio, my click-through ratio, which should in turn earn me more money. Pardon me. Now for the month of January, I made close to $4, $3.83. So I think by doing this, I'm going to be able to maybe double my income or so. Let's hope that in February, let's shoot for $5 in February. And it doesn't seem like it's that much money, but if you can look at your top performing domains that you have, and if you can spend an afternoon on cranking out some custom templates for those domains, I think you'll really see an improvement on your income, and that's what it's all about. So it'll be an interesting little test that we take here, and I've got the information here, and I'll check back in about a month or so, or 3 weeks or so, after there's been enough time that has gone by where I can see how much of an improvement my new template has made. So that's what my goal is. It should be interesting, and I just thought I'd put this video out there for you. So the first thing I would say to you is, if you're in a similar situation, is make sure you're with a parking company that allows you to add your own custom images to any domain or to create a template that you can attach to several domains. Now you can do that at park.com. The second part of the equation is you should be comfortable with graphics and images. Now I'm not, I'm terrible at it, and this tool that I use, Header Wizard it's called, is really one of the tools that has allowed me to create nice looking headers, nice looking graphics quickly and easily, and it's one of the reasons why I recommend it. So I'll be able to use this tool quickly and just bang out these images. So that's the second part, is make sure you've got a tool that is really going to save you time and allow you to create nice looking images for your websites and your park pages. So that's really about it. You know, a lot of you have been wondering where I've been. Like I said, I've been just really busy cranking out tons and tons of developed sites. I've hired tons of different writers, have been writing content for some of my sites. I've also went ahead and I've launched a cooking show, as some of you know, and that's going well. I'm kind of backing off that a little bit now. Usually anytime I launch a new project, I like to put in a lot of effort right in the beginning and kind of get some momentum building, and then I can step back a little bit. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So anyway, let's think about improving our click-through rate with this test, and I'll let you know how things turn out. Take care, guys.